So this is a short video, a short introduction to the basics of Actimo. I'm just going to take you quickly through where things are in Actimo and what you can expect from them. The first thing you see when you open your Actimo platform is this, where you see your dashboard. And your dashboard is where you can find a bunch of different information, a bunch of different statistics on how your platform is doing. The next is here, messages. And the first thing you see is a list of all the messages that you've created and also a list of the different folders that you have down here. And when you want to create messages, you click up here on the top right-hand corner. And you are then shown this, which is the message composer. And you build all your messages using these modules out here to the left. And there's also a few advanced settings down here. And the messages that you build in here are used almost all over your Actimo platform. It's where you build more or less every piece of content for your app. It's also where you will build academies, and I will get back to academies in a little bit. So once you're done creating a message in here, you can then publish it up here. And you will then add contacts, groups, or multiple of both. And then you will select a notification method. So you can use push, SMS, and email, or a combination. And once that message has been published, you can figure out more stuff about how it's doing in here in analytics. It will tell you how many have opened it, when they've opened it, and in general how just your message is doing. Then we have the Academy, which is here. It has a layout that is somewhat similar to the messages. You also create a new message up here. Oh, sorry, a new Academy. And in here, you sort of structure the messages that you've made for your Academy. So if you add a training, you can then add a message where you've either added a bunch of information, but you could also have added a video. It could also be just a quiz. So there's an actual a training aspect to it. That all happens in here. This is where you structure that. And it also has the publish and the analytics version up here, like it does in the messages. So in that way, they are quite similar. Then there's tools. There's employee pulse and one-on-one. And then there's social wall. And the social wall is the social aspect of Actimo. It works a little bit like some social media, where you have a place for your employees, or some employees. You can also choose to have specific groups. And people can in there share different wins. They can share pictures, and they can share, more or less whatever they like. That happens. You can enable and disable social wall groups in here. It looks like this, and you can enable them and disable them over here. Next is the content library, which is here. And the content library is where you can store all the different things that you have that you want to use in Actimo. So if you have documents, pictures, and videos, you can put them in here. And the cool thing is that if you put something in here and you have a colleague who might want to use a logo that you uploaded, it's all shared in here. So you can share videos and logos, documents, and whatnot in here with your colleagues too. Then there's automations. And automations are a bit more technical. It's, I guess you could call it like a string of events that happens. And it's all done by using this drag and drop method that you see here. So each of these blue or red boxes are an action, and the gray ones, they are rules. So it's an automated string of events that you can create in here. Then there's contacts, and contacts is where you structure all your contacts. You can both see all your contacts that you have. The ones that you see here are just dummy contacts that I'm using for showcasing. And you can create contacts manually up here by just typing in information in this in these fields. You can also upload an Excel an Excel sheet in right here. You can also export an Excel sheet right here, and then you can use that as a template. Groups are quite similar to contacts in the way that it's structured. You can create groups, so if you have different departments or countries, cities, whatnot, you can structure that in here. And it works similarly where you can do it manually and also import Excel. And we also have something called smart rules, where you can add rules that will then create a group for you. So that could be, you want a group where the department is Copenhagen and the country code is Denmark. And then if you add that, then the system will figure out how to build a smart group for you. The last thing I want to show you is this, the admin settings. And in here you have a bunch of different settings on how you want your platform to work. You have some security options, you have different default options, something about your workspaces, and yeah, in general you can just change a lot of things about your platform in here. So that was a little bit about how Actimo works and where you can find different things in Actimo.